at this point riding for the GC with the danger was up the road in Bardet against the Tiberi, who we see was really good, and again today he's going to be there in that main peloton of favourites, what's left of the favourites. So yeah, but they're not taking any chances.
As a fan, I'm not a fan of that kind of riding. If you put yourself in the shoes of the director of sportif, you do it. You know why? Because every place is worth money. Every place is prestigious, and it's a natural part of the sport. Certainly this early in the race, it can be difficult for fans sitting on the sofa to understand. I get that. I know there'll be people saying, "Oh, come on, this is negative." Put pressure on the leaders. But I get it. I completely get it if I'm a sports director. Paris gets it, doesn't he? Picked his moment to attack, and he's pulling out now on Bardet. 22 seconds behind. By the way, Pogacar is now down to just Rafał Majka, and this is big pace being put on by Caruso. I wonder if we're going to see a move here from Tiberi. There is Caruso who goes. Yes, here we go. And Antonio Tiberi is going to make a move, and everybody else has to have their wits about them, because there could be changes in the GC, not just involving Romain Bardet.
Well, this is the interesting one, because Bardet, I believe that he's not the danger one. Does Tiberi think that he's going to put the other men in front of him in the GC classification under difficulty? Maybe that is the reason they've been riding. But he's got to do it all now, and we will see, will he put anybody in difficulty? We can see Brooks there,
and it's admirable. For the minute they've isolated Pogacar, but they've done the same to a lot of different leaders around. Pogacar still has just behind him Rafał Majka, though, sitting on the back of the group. This is Bardet now at 30 seconds, and the stage now certainly looking like it's this man's to enjoy in the final few hundred metres. Sean Kelly.
Yes, it is. You can see there, when you look around, and he's also been made aware of the advantage he's got. And when you look at Bardet, it looked like there was nothing out there. You could see Paris-Bantre. It's no distance when you look, the shot out in front, but to get across when you're on a mountain like this, and you're feeling the strength is pretty much you're empty, and it's so difficult to close down a couple of seconds. 5 or 7 seconds difficult, but 20 seconds or 30 seconds, unless the man out front has a major crisis, well then you're never going to get back, and that's the case of Bardet, and he's just continuing on here to get to the line as quickly as he can.
What a way to take your first professional victory. He's grown up in the shadow of his brother. Aurélien did it last year. He's since gone on to win other races. But from the French Alps, where they were born and raised, this pair were always going to be into their bikes. Following his brother, turning a pro, and following the man he's just about to beat. Romain Bardet was riding for his team when Valentin Paris-Bantre turned pro. He'd idolized him growing up, and he's now going to beat him to win his first professional race. This is the stuff that dreams are made of, and he's about to realise what he's done. Racing for one of the top teams in the world. It's going to be their 15th win of the season already. He can hear the announcer crying his name to the Italian fans, and if they didn't know who he was, they're certainly going to know him now. A shake of the head, a moment of disbelief, but he'd better believe it. He's over the hill, he's here to the finish, and Valentin Paris-Bantre announces his arrival on the professional stage. And the Tour of Italy for the Paris-Bantres is the tour of brotherly love. 12 months apart, they're both stage winners, and what a way to do it. Valentin Paris-Bantre has beaten his own idol to victory at the Tour of Italy. Romain Bardet will take a very good second place, and he'll move up in the general classification. He's given his all for DSM Filming Postenel. They keep trying, he does, and he's second. What a ride. And behind now, it settles again. Mike has returned to catch Tiberi, and they're now approaching the final kilometre. Here's Tratnik in the meantime. He deserves his own applause for what he's contributed today. He went with over 20 kilometers to go. Only caught a few Ks from the finish. It's a third place for Jan Tratnik. And we haven't seen him for a while, but he wasn't far away. Andrea Baccioli will finish fourth. There's a small group ahead who will take some time. Pozzo Vivo and company coming in too. And here comes Aurélien Paré-Peintre, about to celebrate his brother's win. What a moment that must be, in the breakaway together. And it's the young lad who wins. Now keep your eye on this. They're all looking to take what they can coming into the final kilometre. This is Bourdin. Wants to see if he can put some time back into Tiberi and De Brooks, who's in the white jersey. Maybe even help out Ben O'Connor here. Temmen Arensman is dropped. There's Aleotti, there's Quintana. Fortunato's following on. Final hard few hundred metres. Just at the back there, the white jersey. Maybe they can smell a bit of blood here. But it's Bourdin looking maybe for O'Connor. Let's see. He's keeping the pace going. And a finish over 2 minutes down. If you look to Baldé's time, it's going to be about 2 minutes he takes back in the GC, I think. We'll do all the sums and see where that moves things in the classified check at the end. The Martinez, Thomas and Pogacar are where they need to be. Not so much though for De Brooks. He was rocking and rolling and he's going to lose some time, Sean.
Yes, he is, and we could see there that he was rocking and rolling, but was that just his normal climbing style? But starting to a gap open up here and going to lose a bit as we go to 300 metres to go.
And O'Connor trying to put his advantage home against De Brooks in the GC. O'Connor there in fourth place, of course. De Brooks is down in fifth. O'Connor trying to see if he can get a gap and make sure he can get some time. But on the wheel is Martinez. There is Thomas pulling away as well. And O'Connor might have a little gap on Tiberi here as well. Every second counts in the Giro d'Italia. Ben O'Connor, fourth place, taking the top three with him. And he should be slightly increasing his gap there on De Brooks, who is only going to cross the line now. And to a lesser extent, Tiberi, who is sixth too.